You've probably played some of the most intense, creative, and downright addictive games in the past decade. But what if I told you that many of those didn't come from the US, Japan, or even Western Europe, but from Poland? That's right, Poland. This Central European country, better known for its historic cities and hearty food, is also a hidden giant in the global gaming scene. Today, we're counting down games you didn't know were made in Poland. And by the end of this list, you'll have a whole new respect for what the Polish gaming industry has been cooking behind the curtain. Let's kick it off with a game that redefined zombie survival. Dying Light and Dying Light 2 aren't just about smashing undead skulls. They introduced fluid parkour mechanics and a terrifying day-night cycle that transformed gameplay. These games could easily be mistaken for the work of a California-based AAA studio. But no, Techland, based in Wrocław, Poland, built this from the ground up. The sequel pushed things even further, with moral choices, city-building mechanics, and even co-op multiplayer. It's ambitious, polished, and global in scale. But it all started in Poland. And if stylish violence is your thing, you've probably had your fun with Bulletstorm. This over-the-top shooter turned combat into an art form with its skill shot system that rewards players for creative kills. Despite being published by Epic Games, it wasn't born in the US. Bulletstorm was developed by People Can Fly, a studio in Warsaw. These devs also helped shape Gears of War Judgment and have more recently worked on Outriders. They've built a name for themselves, but many still don't know their roots lie in Poland. Not all Polish games are about adrenaline and gore. This War of Mine flips the script on traditional war games. Instead of being a soldier, you're a civilian trying to survive in a war-torn city. The game's emotional weight, moral dilemmas, and resource management make it one of the most haunting experiences in gaming. Developed by Warsaw-based 11-bit studios, it went beyond entertainment. It's even been included in school curricula. This is a powerful example of how Polish developers aren't just creating games, they're telling deeply human stories. Poland also dominates in the horror genre, thanks to Bloober Team from Krakow. Their breakout hit Layers of Fear immersed players in a terrifying descent into a painter's madness. Then came The Medium, a technically bold thriller where you play across two realities at the same time. With music by Silent Hill composer Akira Yamaoka, many assumed it was Japanese, but nope. This mind-bending horror was crafted entirely in Poland. The Bloober Team continues to raise the bar for psychological horror on the global stage. Back to Techland because they've been busy. Before zombies took over their world, they gave us the Call of Juarez series, a first-person shooter set in the Old West. Cowboys, revolvers, dusty showdowns, it screams American culture. But surprisingly, it was all built in Poland. The games showed off cinematic storytelling and even explored themes of justice, revenge, and family, proving that you don't need to be from the US to make a killer Western. Now for something completely different. House Flipper is a game where you clean, renovate, and decorate homes. Sounds simple, right? But somehow, it became one of the most streamed and oddly satisfying sim games in recent years. This wasn't some Silicon Valley experiment. It was made by Empyrean, a small studio in Krakow. Their attention to detail, chill vibes, and intuitive gameplay turned everyday chores into a surprisingly fun digital escape. If you've played Green Hell, you know it's not just another survival game. You're thrown into the Amazon rainforest where everything wants to kill you. Dehydration, snakes, infections, hallucinations. This game pulls no punches. It's brutally realistic, and that's thanks to Creepy Jar, a Warsaw-based studio that went all in on authenticity. They studied real jungle survival techniques to create a challenging and immersive experience. Many players assumed this was a US or South American game due to its setting. But once again, it's 100% Polish. When it comes to tactical shooters, the Sniper Ghost Warrior series quietly holds its own. With realistic sniping mechanics, stealth gameplay, and open environments, it's attracted a dedicated fan base. What most people miss is that CI Games, headquartered in Warsaw, is behind the entire series. They've evolved the franchise over time, improving AI, physics, and visuals while staying grounded in tactical realism. Rebooting a cult classic 90s shooter is no easy task, but Flying Wild Hog, also from Warsaw, did just that with Shadow Warrior. Their 2013 reboot delivered stylish swordplay, fast-paced gunfights, and tongue-in-cheek humor. The sequel pushed boundaries even further, introducing loot mechanics and online co-op. It's one of the sleekest reboots of its kind, and once again, it's Polish talent at the helm. Let's close the list with another gem from 11-bit studios, Frostpunk. This city-building survival game set in a frozen post-apocalyptic world challenges players to make harsh choices to ensure humanity's survival. Balancing hope and resource scarcity, it forces you to confront ethical dilemmas rarely explored in games. Its design is brutal, beautiful, and deeply reflective, trademark traits of this Warsaw studio. So there you have it, 10 games from horror to strategy, from simulations to first-person shooters, all crafted in Poland. It's proof that great game design isn't limited by geography. In fact, some of the most impactful, immersive, and creative games come from places you might least expect. Poland has grown from a regional player to a global force, and they've done it with vision, passion, and relentless creativity. If this list surprised you or made you look at your favorite games a little differently, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because here on Immigrant Paths, we're always uncovering the hidden stories behind the culture you consume. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.